Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Basic Blokes. Once again, I'm joined by the Australian biscuit eating champion, Mr. PS2 Fat Boy. Welcome back to the show, as
G'day,
always.
Dom, baby. How are you, matey? My brother from another part of the continent.
Yeah, brother, father, who knows?
Who
But
knows? We like to keep it in the
way,
family.
yeah, exactly. The UK is absolutely sweltering at the moment. I don't know
Yeah,
what
was
it's
it,
like
21 degrees there?
Oh, no, it got
Yeah.
up to 38 yesterday.
That's
It's
pretty hot. Yeah, you're
yeah.
getting a heat wave over there, I heard. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's
It
been
is.
very cold here. It's been very cold here.
But anyway, speaking of heat, Epic are putting on the heat this week with their latest legal case, which, for all those of you who don't know, basically a cheater was in Fortnite. He won a lot of tournaments. And as a result, Epic took him to court. He didn't take the court replies seriously. And as a result, he's now fining him £175,000. Now, they are going to give... Yeah, $175,000 or dollars, but they are going to give this money to charity, like they have done with previous legal cases. But it does open up the gate for some interesting discussions around cheating, which, as we know, in Warzone is a massive hot topic right now.
It's terrible.
So I think the first thing I want to know on your thoughts is, should cheaters in online gaming be banned for life, or do you think it's too extreme?
I think they should be banned for life because look how many cheaters we have right now. It just makes multiplayer terrible. Why do you think I hardly play fucking multiplayer games? So many hackers.
Okay, so but let's say you're a kid who just does something stupid when they are younger. Do you still think they should then?
Well, obviously there's got to be something towards it, right? Like if it's like the person you just mentioned who won multiple tournaments and there's multiple proof cases of this person cheating. If it's a kid who's at home on mum and dad's PC or something, playing something like that, obviously they could take it to different levels of someone who's underage or someone who's not a part of tournaments. I think with tournaments, they should be permanently banned. Like a tournament thing. Yeah, I agree with the tournament thing. Like if you're doing tournaments where there's hundreds of thousands of dollars involved, yes, ban that piece of shit. But when it comes to like online stuff, I don't know. It's a hard topic. And it's a hard situation on how to prove it. I don't know. It's definitely a touchy subject, but if they got 100% proof these people are cheating online in massive tournaments, like I agree with that. But with just general online multiplayer, I think there has to be some sort of different outlet or different outcome of that one.
So, the fine brought up an interesting hypothesis. So, we talk about like banning cheaters from games, right? So they can't play them anymore. But let's say we introduced monetary fines for cheating, right? Do you think $175,000 fine would stop people from cheating, or do you think they would still risk it?
It'd stop me because I haven't got a fucking hundred. Who's got that type of money? Ninja's mate, not me. I wouldn't do shit for that. I don't love Fortnite that much. Fuck that. No way.
Do you think people would still risk it though?
Oh yeah, because people are stupid, and they would. They think it's just a setup. They would go, let's go and play one game of Fortnite Blitz. No one's going to notice that I'm using my online hacks. And then, boom, $150,000 fine. Well, that will teach you. I heard put this on layaway.
I heard that $175,000 fine wouldn't stop Australians because apparently that's the price of one game in Australia.
Yeah, that's the free-to-play game, yeah. That's the free-to-play games. That's how much the V-Bucks are.
So, going more into that, do you think it's fair to sue players who use cheats, or do you think we should be blaming the cheat developers?
It's the people, like, the people who feel that they can't win or want to have that competitive edge over everyone, so they cheat. So, yeah, fuck those assholes. Get them. I think the harshest penalty should be beheading. They should behead the hackers. Behead them in front of public and maybe throw tomatoes at them. You know when they used to have that thing, and then you put them in the headlock and just throw
Stocks.
lettuce and tomatoes? Yeah. Throw shit at them because they're pieces of shit. I hate hackers. In any game, hacking is a piece of shit move. They're just shitty thing. Fuck those people.
Do you think when you permanently ban someone, though, from a game, do you think it's actually enforceable?
Look, is it? I mean, they'll just make another account, but, like, they might think twice next time. They might think twice, you know, like, oh, wow, I had all that I had all these wins, I had all my money on that account, I had all my favorite skins, and now I can't use them. I better make a new, you know. I know people that's got Smurf accounts and multiple accounts on all sorts of things. I mean, it happens now any days on multiplayer games, but it might be a deterrent. You're not going to stop the whole situation of online hacking, but it might slowly deter people to maybe have a second guess before going online and buying some sort of hack code or some bullshit that they do. I don't even know what they do to hack. Seriously, I don't know how they do it. I hear a lag switch. That's all I heard. I don't even know what a fucking lag switch looks like. What the fuck is it? It sounds like some sort of myth. It's like a myth. Hey, don't go in the woods. There's a lag switch in there. I warned you, kids. You know,
I think that raises an interesting point, though, is that I think cheating has become so advanced now, and there isn't just like some script kiddie in the background doing this cheats. These are like industry professionals who have deep understanding of how these games work and how GPUs work.
Okay, well, my question is to you then. How do they know? Are they ex-employees of these companies? Maybe pissed off employees from Activision, Epic, who know how the game works and decide to make the hacks online? Is it them?
Yeah, so over the years I've heard various rumors of like how people get information. I mean, a lot of it is that they're just, you know, these incredibly smart people. They're almost like gaming activists of like, you know, I'm gonna, you know, same sort of way pirating works. It's like
maybe it's pirate software.
Maybe it is pirate software.
His name, I mean.
Yeah. But a lot of so you have like the activists who like they're just going to make the cheats. There's people who want to do like it's now a highly profitable market, right? So
it's huge.
Why not make, you know, this cheat, you know, system or whatever and sell it so that you can earn lots of money? And yet there have people like there've been cases of people have like paid off people inside the companies to get information on how their systems work. And it's just, I say, I understand why it's so difficult to stop it, because for every thing you set up to put in place, then you've got people working against it to then break it on down there, right? And it's like, it's almost like bacteria, like as soon as you find sort of like a cure
like
for
it
evolves.
The bacteria evolves, it does, yeah.
So I just don't, honestly, I don't know what the solution is. Like, and I think
there's no solution really. We just got to learn to deal with it best as I can. And I think, no, you go first.
I was going to say the problem is that the more the better the solution, the more invasive they become, and people don't like invasive things. Like they don't want you know, like these like low level architecture kind of like, you know, systems on our computers that, you know, have access to like tons of like privileges and privacy. So it's like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
Yeah, I think that's the way it is, though. Like, sooner or later, when you're ready to play a game of Fortnite, you'll have to go give a blood, semen, and stool sample before you can have a match.
But this is the thing. Like, it's like maybe you know, that a lot of people...
And like a DNA, like your QR code with your DNA imprint. Who knows?
So, while I was doing research on this last night, I found... do you remember the Cronuses?
No.
So Cronus is basically, you take your controller, you take it out, you plug it into a device, and then it connects to your console. So it allows you to put scripts on this device so that you can have like no recoil and you can have better aim assist and stuff.
I've heard of it, but I never used it yet. Yep.
So I was watching this, and there are people out there who have now built them into controllers. They're taking apart PlayStation controllers and literally putting in a Cronus into the device so that you've got a cheating handheld device.
Yeah.
And the whole idea, it's just absolutely it's
Yeah.
bonkers to me, and it's also very off-putting.
Mm.
I don't run into cheaters as much as like I see in mainstream media, but it's still
Mm.
really defeating, especially when you go into a game and
Mm.
someone is just absolutely ruining it for
Nailing
you.
everybody. It does leave a bad taste in your mouth. Like, especially like I've just recently got back into Siege. Like the Siege update's been really good. But the moment you have a hacker or a cheater in there, like doing something, you just know something's not right. It just really puts a bad taste in your mouth, and it also puts a bad mood who everyone is playing with. Like especially your team, you're going against opposition, and there's a guy who's it's just owning us, and you don't know how they're doing it, and you know you're relatively an okay player, you can handle it. It just doesn't make you want to play the game at all. And it's no fault of being the developers. They are trying to have hacking software in there to eliminate it. But like they said, they can only do so much. And reporting is obviously the best way of doing it. But it's still, you're going to have it. No matter if you still have online gaming, you're going to have hackers.
Do you know? I think that the reason why we've seen a massive rise in cheating, and I've no real data to kind of back this up, but
Yeah.
I think with how content creation has gone up and how
Oh,
more
yeah,
prolific
it's
it is,
massive.
I think it's put more pressure on people to like be better or just
Oh, yeah.
like troll a bit, really. You know, to like
To get the views.
to antagonize. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, and now we're in the situation where like you've got really good people, but you've also got some cheaters out there, and then everyone thinks that everyone is cheating, and it's yeah, it's pretty rough. I
It's
think
pretty
free-to-play
shitty.
games. I think free-to-play games also do not help the situation as much as
No.
they are nice. Having like, I know it sucks, but like having a upfront paywall against like on accounts kind of potentially slows it down a little bit.
Well, there's a little thing that Siege has done recently. Like you can technically play the game for free, but if you want to play ranked, you have to purchase the game. So that's kind of a way of diminishing the hacking, because like there's probably people with multiple Smurf accounts, but if they want to go on ranked and they don't actually technically own the game, they have to buy it, which is a nice way of slowing them down.
So I've got a couple of scenarios for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Say you're playing online in a tournament with your bestest gaming buddy, myself, and you notice that I'm cheating. Would you report me?
I wouldn't report you, but I'd give you an absolute earful. I'd make you feel so fucking guilty about it. I'd say, you low life piece of shit. I probably wouldn't. I'd probably stop playing with you if I knew you was hacking. Because I despise it. I really do. I really despise hacking. I think hacking just takes the fun out of games. If you can't, like, I know I'm not a good player. Like, I will try my best, and sometimes, but I feel more rewarded by winning a game knowing I didn't have to hack or do something to get the upper hand on the teammates. Right? I just find it shitty.
Okay, so all right. Speaking of shitty, right? What do you find more shitty? People who cheat in games, or people who leak spoilers in games?
Oh, that's a hard one. They're both. That's really hard. Because I've had people come on my stream and tell me a spoiler of the game, and I just want to get through the screen and grab them by the throat and rip out their Adam's apple. Can I put them on the same guillotine and chop both their fucking heads off? Because like they're both low forms of pieces of shit. I think hackers definitely are pieces of shit. But someone who has got full intent of watching someone play a game and is waiting for that particular moment to leak some crucial information about a game, maybe it's ending or something, are the lowest pieces of human excrement on the face of the planet. They're pieces of shit. The lowest forms of pieces of shit. Can't stand them. They need to fuck off.
So, okay, so we talked about privacy earlier, right? And like,
you like that answer?
I did like that answer. we talked about privacy earlier, right? Okay, and just anti-cheats being very invasive.
Yeah.
If you knew that a gaming company was watching everything you did while you played a game in the name of like anti-cheating, would you still play it?
Yeah, I would play it because I'm not cheating, and I wouldn't be afraid of that.
You wouldn't be worried about privacy or anything like that?
No, not really. I wouldn't be worried about the privacy because they're there to watch my gameplay to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. It's like Big Brother watching you. It's like, you're in the Big Brother house, but this time it's Epic Games or Steam or Xbox. I mean, they're probably fucking watching us now, bro. Who knows? Like, who knows currently what's going on right now? They're probably watching every move. I mean, if you look at the shift of the games and stuff like that, they're probably watching us now. We haven't got a fucking clue.
So, I wouldn't be surprised if we suddenly saw Cronus Zen adverts flying on my phone.
My algorithm right now is shooting right up right now with all that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we've talked about spoilers and like cheats, but okay, what would you rather? Okay, if you could delete all the cheaters in the world, but as a replacement, everyone is a toxic asshole in your games now. Like you have one really toxic asshole in every game. Would you do it?
Yeah, because I can mute those cunts.
That's a good. Actually, that's a really good point. I think there are better controls for toxicity.
Yeah, there is. You can mute them. I don't even talk to randoms anymore, man. I just go on my Discord and I play with my community, the people I know, and that's what makes my online game playing experience fun. I don't want to talk to randoms because 9 times out of 10, yes, you probably bump into some nice randoms, but 9 times out of 10, you're going to talk to some complete deadhead, derelict, dumbass fuckwit who's got nothing else better to do than say what country you're from and just downgrade you and just give you shit and say stuff about your mum. And at the end of the day, when I'm finished working, I don't want to hear that dumb garbage. I'll mute that arsehole.
Okay, I've got the last two questions. Like, have you ever met or known anyone who's used to cheat in a game?
No, actually, there's a guy named Dom. No. Actually, I'm trying to remember. No, I don't think I ever have. But because I'm pretty sure I have never really played with anyone who's cheated. I think I played with somebody who used a controller that had you could change the rapid fire of certain guns on Call of Duty. And I said, what do you mean? And I said to him, that's a bit of a dick move. And then he goes, oh, but it helps me shoot better. I said, well, did fucking practice your aim, dickhead. But that was back in the old Call of Duty Black Ops days when everyone tried to get the upper head. And this is way before hacks and stuff. It was on the 360. I think you get third-party controllers that had certain rapid fires. And I don't know. So there was a lot of that stuff. But other than that, no.
Have you ever cheated in a game?
No. Never. I've used cheat codes of the PS1 to get to a next level, Crash Bandicoot, but online cheating and online cheating in a game to get the upper hand, no.
Okay.
No, I've never done that.
This brings up. This is an interesting topic because, okay, say you're playing a single-player story game and you use cheats in that to just get past stuff and give you loads of overpowered weapons and bits and pieces. How's that any different to cheating in a?
Because the only person who's being affected by the outcome is you. Yeah, that's you. You're the only one who's you might be doing a cheating, but it's not affecting people around you, is it? It's when you cheat in an online game where you're playing with people you don't know or maybe know to get the upper hand, on that advantage. It's like cheating in life. Like maybe you got an earful of someone who might potentially get a pay rise at a job, and you get the upper hand instead of it's getting the upper hand on other people and fucking them over. It's fucking other people over. It's a shit thing. But playing a single player game and doing some cheat codes on a single player game, I don't see that any relevant because you're the only person that's going to be affected by it. What are you going to do? Yell at yourself? Oh, you fucking cheated, PS2. Oh, fucking hell, PS2, you're a piece of shit. You know what I mean? You're the only one affected by that outcome. But when you're online cheating, you're affecting the people around you playing with and the people you're playing up against with.
Well, good. All right. Anyway, that's this week's discussions on cheating. If you know a cheater or you have any stories you'd like to tell us, drop us them below in the comments. But until then, we'll be back with more basic blokes.
And if you're a cheater, you're a piece of shit.